I promised you 2 Halloween cocktails, and I'm about to deliver. I just hope that you and your coven are ready for the Grand Coven. So the Grand Coven is my own concoction. Most French 75s are made with gin. I don't like gin. So I saw where you could substitute a cognac, but what I've been doing for the last 20-something years is this. So I'll just take a little bit of Hennessy. It doesn't have to be a lot. And you sort of swirl it around the glass just to get the legs sort of moving upside your glass and swirl it around. Then I'm going to take a 1/2 ounce of my lavender simple syrup. Now I got mine from Hipsters. They make craft cocktail syrups and it's called Lavender Haze. And so that's what I'm going to be using. So I need a 1/2 ounce of this. Okay, there we go. And a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. And there we go. And of course, we're going to add champagne because any real coven is always stocked. And it's our holiday, so we should celebrate. Okay, so I'm going to pour my champagne into the glass, like that. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of lemon peel and drop that in. I suggest to all of my merry little witches out there that when you're drinking your champagne on Halloween or any holiday, you just take a long-handled spoon and drop it in your bottle like that, and it'll keep its bubbles for days. You don't believe me? You're going to try it. You'll see. So the Grand Coven is my first drink, and I'm going to take a sip because I deserve it. I've had a long day. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yes, yum. I'm proud of that. Then you can also just do it in a prettier champagne glass, obviously, but I chose this one because it had a little height to it. Makes it easier to not spill. So then I'm going to do the Purple People Eater. Oh boy, this one's a little more complicated. Because my husband's an overachiever and amazing in every way, we have dry ice. So we are going to drop this generous amount of dry ice in my cauldron. Okay, then I'm going to take 2 ounces of vodka. Okay, 1. I know the special effects are unparalleled. 2. And then an ounce of lemon juice. Can you hear it? An ounce of my lavender simple syrup. And I'm going to add some chilled water. So here's the thing. When you make yours, if you're better than I am, which I'm sure that you are in every way, but normally you would mix it in here and do one of these numbers and then strain it over the dry ice would be optimal. But I wanted to show you the measuring so you felt like it was less complicated and something that you could do. So this is our Purple People Eater. You can add a fresh sprig of lavender if you like, which I recommend. I think lavender is just good for the soul. And the Grand Coven is something that, see, I don't put ice in it, but this makes you want dry ice in your house at all times because cocktails with dry ice just look cooler than all the rest, don't they? You can add a little food coloring if you want a different color, or I'm sure Granny Magic may even know of some crushable flowers that we could put in there that would add some vibrant accents to it. But as far as taste goes, these are both delish. This is basically a really hard lemonade made with lavender simple syrup. Delicious. And this is basically a French 75 a la Allison. So, happy Halloween!